Your whole life has been guiding you to your very purpose. You are your purpose. You are everything you wish to be. You already are. What you love, what brings you joy, what you care about, what you're passionate about, that's your purpose. It is your purpose to do the things that bring you joy. It's your purpose to do the things you love to do. It's your purpose to create the things you want to create. It's your purpose to focus your attention on those things that you're curious about. If you ask yourself, what do I most want for the world? If the answer to that is love, then your purpose is to embody love as often as possible, all throughout the day, to be the love that you most want for the world around you. And we assure you, you will change the world. You will make an impact. You will positively affect those around you. That's your purpose. If you are one who loves beauty, loves the beauty in everything, then your purpose is to embody that beauty, to shine the light on the beauty, to expand the beauty, to create beauty, to enjoy it every moment. Your passion, your love, your enthusiasm for anything at all will lead you to the very fulfillment that you are most seeking in your life. Hello.
Jumbo fellow adventurers, and welcome to the book celebration where you get to ask your questions of the council. What an honor and thrill it is to be here. I'm Mike Dooley, and I'm sharing the screen with
Sara Landon. Hello. So happy to be here with all of you. We're going to have an amazing call today.
Thank you so much to all of you who have already gone out and made this a top-selling book at Amazon and through outlets online and in physical stores the world over. Thank you so much to the 26 and counting. I know we're going to break 30,000 people who are with you right now, riding this wave, this celebration, this energy into self-realization, enlightenment, living the greatest life possible, which is why we chose to be here. I'm so excited. You ready, Sara?
I'm so excited. I am so excited too. This is truly a dream come true to co-create this book with you and have Hay House publish this book and to share the council's wisdom with the world. It has absolutely changed my life beyond my wildest dreams. And I truly hope that everybody will go out and get this book and come into their own realization of the heaven on earth experience of pure love that is here for all of us. I am so excited for this conversation.
Huge shout out to the VIPs. You make hosting an event like this possible. We are deeply grateful to you. You are the wind beneath our wings. We couldn't be here without you. And so thanks. And let me just give a little overview. Many of you know the story. Sara and I met at the end of 2019, and it was a time of fear in my life, but one in which I was looking for answers that would give me traction to live like I've never lived. The universe heard. I met Sara. She introduced me to the council, and the council's message is all about your power, that you're not alone, that this is a special time on planet Earth, contrary to physical senses. In fact, at this hour, I think there's an arraignment happening in Miami Beach, Florida. The world is turned upside down, but it was foreseen by us. We knew what we were getting into. We knew it would be a slippery slope. We knew we would be scared spitless, as Ernest Hemingway once famously said. But we also knew that we could find our traction, get it on, heralding a brand new chapter on planet Earth. And so that's what this book is all about. The times we're going through, the diversity, the polarity, and the power within each of us to bring about change, be bringers of the dawn, shining our light ultimately on the darkened paths of others. That you are here witnessing and experiencing this, it is not by chance. You are meeting with your own date with destiny to awaken and live like we're truly capable of living, which heretofore has only been wrapped up in a few fables, most of which have been polluted by confusion, people not realizing the power that we have to live with clarity, to make decisions accurately on the fly, to experience a life of manifestations that arrive before we even ask for them. Truly, heaven on earth. This is what a lifetime in the jungles of time and space is all about. It's just that heretofore, we've been lost in the illusions, confused by the Maya, as the illusions are called in Eastern schools, and just have not yet caught our breath at this primitive time to fully engage. But this is changing. That's what this is about. That's what this book is about. It'll give you hope and it'll give you direction.
And it's changing because you're changing. Every single one of us who creates peace and harmony and well-being within us is contributing to that in our greater world around us. I would bet that most everyone that's here joining us feels this sense of calling to positively contribute to raising the vibration, to positively contribute to raising the consciousness on this planet. And that really is the answer to everything. When you are living at a level of consciousness of pure love, you don't harm yourself. You don't harm others. There is no fight. There is no battle. It's a completely different way of being and living, which we all knew was possible for us when we chose to come forth and be part of this human experience. And I would also venture to bet that most everybody here on this webinar feels a calling to some greater purpose. They know that they're here for a reason, whether you know what that reason is or not. And hopefully we're going to answer some of those questions for you today. But I know Mike can relate to this. We were both in the corporate world, felt called to something greater in our lives, did not know what that meant at that point in time. And for me, I never could have possibly imagined that that path would lead to channeling a group of ascended master beings that are here with a grander perspective of the human experience so we can live our most magnificent life possible. But you're going to meet them today. And I hope, just like they have changed my life and Mike's life, that you feel the deep resonance to the truth within you. So many people describe an experience of the council as a feeling of coming home. And I think as we all find that within us and reconnect to our own truth within us, we can create our realities and our lives the way we want them to be. That's such a powerful message from the council, that no matter who you are, no matter what your circumstances are, you can change your circumstances, you can transform, you can awaken, you can create your reality to be everything that you wish it to be. And that's the power, as Mike said, that we all have within us and that we're going to be talking about here today.
I'm so excited. And you know, I got to say that all of us experiencing this broadcast right now have so much more in common than we would ever suspect. And the questions that one of you has will be included in the answers that somebody else gets. We're going to do all we can to cover every base. There are some answers, well, in the book itself, and given that, you know, we have so much in common, all of us, I'm excited to say in December 2019, when my mind was just blown talking to the council, this is the lifetime you chose to self-realize and to live a life of heaven on earth. Me? Are you sure? Do you know who you're talking to? And some of the questions I had expressing some of the confusion I felt at that time in my life, not so long ago, those answers are woven into some of the contents of this book. So given our likeness and like-mindedness, all of you watching right now, live or recorded, there's a message in all of this for you, and we're going to do our best to get to as many questions as possible. Sarah, do you think you can call the council?
Are we ready? Yeah. So if someone is new to channeling, I just have to say it's a very natural, approachable thing. We all do it on some level, whether we're aware of it or not. Some people are verbal channels like me. Others feel these great inspirations to write these extraordinary quotes called notes from the universe that they send out every day. If you're like me, you knew long before I met Mike Dooley, this guy is channeling some higher wisdom, let me tell you. But for me, I just close my eyes and I take a couple of deep breaths, and then the council will begin, and they'll start with a message for us, and then they'll go to your questions and Mike's questions. You'll notice that my eyes are closed the majority of the time. That's just helping me to focus more deeply, to translate the incredible streams of consciousness that come through very quickly from the council. So if it feels good to you to also close your eyes and really listen for what's coming through and feel that vibration, just allow yourself to have this experience. You showed up here, you created this time for yourself. There's a reason you were called to be here. So allow yourself fully into it. Oftentimes they bring through a level of awareness and a grander perspective that might challenge some of your traditionally programmed ideas about life. And so just allow yourself to hear them with your heart. Everything that needs to happen from here will be divinely orchestrated for you to come into the realization of these truths and to create a deeper connection with your own channel of higher wisdom and the divine love and light than every single one of you are. So I'm just going to take some deep breaths and bring in the council, and then we will begin. We are so pleased and delighted to have the opportunity to speak with you all on this fine and glorious day indeed. And we remind you that while our words to you are important, this is a vibrational experience of remembering the truth of who you really are and why you are here and all that you intended when you chose this magnificent life experience, because we assure you, your life is meant to be so very good for you. You are here during the greatest awakening of humanity that has ever occurred in any lifetime. This is the time of the great awakening, the greatest transformation of consciousness in this time, here, now, which is why you are here, which is why you came forth, which is why you have gone through your own awakening experiences to come into the realization of all that you are, to come into the knowing that you have the power to create your reality the way you wish it to be. Your very purpose is to express yourself fully, to be all that you are, to live fully and love fully, not to hold yourself in lack and limitation and worry and overwhelm and separation. You are here for joy and love and peace and well-being and abundance and beauty and fulfillment. And you knew somewhere within you that as you came forth into this experience, it would lead to the greatest expansion of your soul in the highest expression of all that you are, as you choose the experiences that you want to have for you, while in this experience of physical form, where anything and everything is possible for you. And we assure you now more than ever, every potential, every possibility is here for you now. We are excited to answer your questions today, our dear friend. Where would you like to begin?
Well, hello, Council. It's been a little while, and I'm honored to be in your energy. Thanks for gracing us with your presence and answering the questions that will be forthcoming.
We are always with you. We are always available to you. You are us. We are you. You are the council here on earth. We are the higher self, the greater awareness, the highest wisdom that is each and every one of you. We stay on this side of the non-physical experience to best guide you in the physical experience so that you do not lose your way, nor forget who you are, so that you can always tune in to the highest awareness that is always available to you and access the grander perspective in any moment, in any situation, so that you can remember the power you have to create your reality the way you wish it to be.
Wow. And that is, as you said, for each and every one participating now, we, all of us, 30,000, are the council on this side. And that you've got some aches and pains and bumps and bruises, well, that's part of the equation. I've got a few questions that I promised in our marketing that I would ask. And then when my questions are done, I'm going to go through a distillation of the hundreds and hundreds of questions that our VIPs asked to phrase them in a way that will benefit the most people. So my first question, Council, for the benefit of everyone, something that you and I have danced around a few times, what was, quote unquote, God's original intention for Earth and us on Earth, and how are we doing?
You are doing so very well, our beloved friends. We assure you, you have passed the threshold of whether the Great Awakening will or will not happen. And it is because every single one of you who has raised your vibration, raised your consciousness, come into this time of awakening and remembered who you are. Now, you may forget from time to time, but there is always something within you that knows that you are part of something greater than yourself. You chose to come here. You chose to answer the call to come forth into the human experience at this time. You are that which you call God, Source, the divine, the higher power. You are that, expressing yourself uniquely in physical form. And while everything is part of the one greater consciousness that you might call God, you are here to have your own unique experience and express yourself fully and expand through the process of exploring all the potentials and possibilities that exist here in physical form. There is no other experience in all of the universe like Earth, which is why you chose to come here and be part of this great awakening at this time. There's nothing else going on anywhere better than what is happening here in this experience on your planet at this time. You have absolute free will to choose the thoughts you're thinking. The thoughts you are thinking affect your emotions, which affect the way that you feel, which affects your vibration, which is what is determining your experience of reality. The truth of who all of you are is pure love, pure joy, pure bliss, harmony, beauty, abundance, and well-being. And you came here to realize all of those things within you and then in the world around you. Most all of you would say you have this dream in your heart of a better world, heaven on earth, a new earth, where all beings live in peace and joy and harmony and abundance and well-being, as well as living in harmony with each other, with the land, with the animals, with Earth itself. We assure you there is a far greater purpose for Earth and its inhabitants in this vast and glorious universe as you each individually awaken to the power that you are, the God that you are, the unique expression of source energy that is you. Do you
Given
understand?
the magnificence of all of that and the truth of all of that, and that we are now on the edge, past the tipping point, why does it still look so chaotic and disturbed and divisive in the world around us, like we have never remembered in our lifetimes? And how do we navigate the knowledge of the truth versus what our physical senses are showing us today?
what you focus on and give your attention to is what you're voting for. You are contributing to whatever it is you give your attention to and how you feel about it. What you focus on and the meaning you're giving it is creating your reality. Some of you live in a really beautiful, joyful world, feeling your way into this new energy and new consciousness that is here for you and experiencing a whole new reality like nothing you've ever experienced before. And some of you are focused on the chaos, and some of you are focused on the tragedy, and some of you are focused so much on the suffering that you are creating suffering within you by focusing your very attention on the suffering in the world around you. If you want to create a better world, you must first create it within yourself. You cannot be warring with things around you. You cannot be warring with a political party or hating someone without all of that energy first moving through you and your being. So when you take a disease like cancer that is prevalent in your world, and you might say more people getting cancer than ever before, understand that what's happening is that your body starts to fight with itself. But unbeknownst to you, you may be in your own thoughts, thinking that you are projecting that in the world around you as you focus upon the fighting and the arguing and the struggles and the difficulties in the world. But your body doesn't know that you're trying to project it out there. It is how you are directing every cell in your body right here, right now, and your body is responding to that. So if you see a place in the world where you wish for peace, you cannot be in disharmony within yourself and positively contribute to peace in the world around you. You must first create it within you. When you see something happening in the world around you, stop, take some deep breaths, come back into the moment, come back into your power. What is it that you most want to create in this moment? If it's love, if it's peace, if it's harmony, then go from your head down into your heart and feel what peace feels like to you. Feel it until you feel the essence of peace within your heart. And then expand that peace to every cell of your body, from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet and out your fingertips. Direct every cell in your body in this now moment to align with the feeling of peace. And feel into that until you feel peace into every cell of your body. Then expand that 1 foot around you in every direction. And direct the particles of infinite creation that are all around you to align with a state of peace. Then fill this entire room with peace. And then imagine sending peace from your heart to the heart of anyone you wish peace for. And from this level of consciousness, knowing your power, your ability to create your reality, and how important your vibrational and your consciousness is in this moment, then and only then do you move forth through the following of energy and light and inspiration and take action from this place of aligning yourself to the peace that you want to create and contribute to the world. You cannot bring peace to a situation by fighting against it or seeing lack and limitation in another. You can't get sick enough to make a sick person well. You can't deny your abundance and realize abundance in the world around you. We know you want to take actions. We know you want to make things different and make things better and impact this world. And we assure you, you do. One of you aligned to the power within you, present in this moment, aligned to the peace and the joy and the love and the harmony and the abundance and the beauty and the well-being that is the truth of you, is more powerful than millions that are holding themselves in lack and limitation and struggle and suffering. This is why we say you are the light of the world. As you walk into a room aligned to that state of peace and harmony, you have the power through vibrational resonance to literally direct every particle of infinite creation in everything around you. This is the power you have.
Wow, that's amazing and awesome. I know some will ask, because I've seen the hundreds of questions, why does there seem to be so much chaos now? And I'm not choosing to focus on it. I'm just asking other people's questions. But why does there seem to be such chaos now? Seemingly more now than before. I don't know if that's true or not.
Well, one of our questions to every answer you could ask us is, you are creator within your own creation. You are creating your reality. If you are focused on chaos, if you think the world is more chaotic than ever before, if you think there's more problems than ever before, if you think there are more issues than ever before, that perspective will draw to you a reality that has to reflect that truth to you. We think there's more love on your planet than ever before because there's more consciousness on your planet than ever before. There's more of you living in the highest levels of consciousness of pure love than ever before. There are more innovations, advancements, opportunities, potentials, and possibilities than ever before. There is more peace on your planet than ever before. There is more abundance on your planet than ever before. There is far more well-being on your planet than ever before, because each and every one of you who have stepped into your own awakening experience and had the courage to remember the truth of who you are, no matter what you are perceiving as limitations within your own experience, every single one of you who awakened to a higher level of consciousness are positively contributing to raising the consciousness on this planet. As we said, it is the answer to everything.
Wow.
For many of you, chaos in your life that cause you to question and start asking, who am I? Why am I here? What is my purpose? Where did I come from? Where do we go? When you have experienced chaos within your own life, it was usually the very thing that began your own awakening to start asking these questions. A death of a loved one, a disease, a divorce, a loss of a business or a job, a near-death experience, something that presents an element of chaos that is not the status quo, that presents to you the opportunity to start perceiving that you are more than just this physical body. Your world is experiencing that. The other reason is because the very formula for all creation is that consciousness moves energy into form. Consciousness summons energy. When you understand that, you have the answer to everything you ever need to know. The answer to everything is to come into the moment and elevate your consciousness to the highest level, because in that moment, you are summoning the pure source energy that is you. It's all your energy. It's all for you. And when you do, you draw to you everything you need and more in every moment. Because so many of you have stepped into higher levels of consciousness, you are summoning higher levels of energy than has ever been available on your planet before. What you focus on and the meaning you give it is creating your reality. So if you take all that energy and you focus on things that make you angry, you'll feel more angry than ever before. If you take that energy from the highest levels of consciousness of pure love, you will see that there is far more love than ever before. You will realize it within you, all around you, in your relationships. You will be brought to tears on your knees by the love and the beauty that you experience in the world around you, if it is your choosing.
Woo-hoo. Thank you. Thank you. You touched on purpose and reason for being. And there are so many questions submitted by others for this workshop about how do I find my purpose? How do I know how to help other people? What can I do to get started? What can you share for those people with those questions?
Your whole life has been guiding you to your very purpose. You are your purpose. You are everything you wish to be. You already are. What you love, what brings you joy, what you care about, what you're passionate about, that's your purpose. It is your purpose to do the things that bring you joy. It's your purpose to do the things you love to do. It's your purpose to create the things you want to create. It's your purpose to focus your attention on those things that you're curious about. If you ask yourself, what do I most want for the world? If the answer to that is love, then your purpose is to embody love as often as possible all throughout the day, to be the love that you most want for the world around you. And we assure you, you will change the world. You will make an impact. You will positively affect those around you. That's your purpose. If you are one who loves beauty, loves the beauty in everything, then your purpose is to embody that beauty, to shine the light on the beauty, to expand the beauty, to create beauty, to enjoy it every moment. Your passion, your love, your enthusiasm for anything at all will lead you to the very fulfillment that you are most seeking in your life. We know none of those words are earth-shattering, but most all of you deny yourselves joy and love and beauty, because somewhere along the line, you began to question your own worthiness. I haven't done enough yet. I haven't worked hard enough yet. I haven't accomplished all these things yet. I'm not a success yet. I still have to do this in order to earn my worthiness. And we assure you, there is absolutely nothing you could ever do on this earth that would make you more worthy than you already are. And there is absolutely nothing that you could do on this earth that would threaten your infinite worthiness that is available to you in every moment. And some of you would say to us, well, I'd love to do the things that bring me joy, but I have to pay my bills. I have to work. I have to do these things. I don't have a choice. And to that we would say, you are 100% choosing your reality. Every single one of you are free, divine, sovereign beings that came forth into this physical experience for expansion, to express all that you are, and to choose the experiences that you want to have for you. You have freedom every single day to think the thoughts that you are thinking, to choose the clothes that you are wearing, to choose what you say and what you do and how you respond and what you focus your time on. You are so free that you can choose to hold yourself in separation from the very joy and love that you most want to experience, believing that you are not worthy of it. But we will tell you once and for all, you are absolutely worthy of having it all, whatever that means for you. Anything and everything that you can imagine is possible for you. In fact, you would not even have the dream in your heart if it wasn't possible for you. In fact, that dream in your heart didn't come from your head. It was inspired and placed in your heart by your soul. You are here to live it. to experience it in form. You are here to live fully. You are here to love fully. You are here to be all that you are. That is your purpose.
Mhm. One of the themes throughout so many of the questions deals with looking for help in how to make a decision, and particularly the decision to get started. Like, where do I begin? Should I stay? Should I go? Should I get married? Should I get a divorce? Should I? People, I think, are beginning to sense their power, but yet they feel like, well, it's the same as yesterday. How does somebody kind of break a pattern and take action and have clarity with some degree of confidence?
You were taught to push and force and effort and struggle and try to figure it out. This is a learned habit or behavior within the human experience. It is not innately and inherently who you are. You knew you had the power to draw to you everything you need and more in the moment. You must understand that most all of you have been living in the third dimension of consciousness, which is based on separation, where there is lack and limitation, where you have to push and force and struggle and effort. And while you can make some things happen through a whole lot of massive action that leads to burnout, stress, and the breakdown of the physical body, that is not the way you intended to navigate this human experience and create your reality. You are only making a big decision because you are imposing the limitation of separation or lack into your experience. I have to make a big decision because I only have one option. There's only one option. If I don't take it, I'm going to miss out. I only have one or two options, and neither of them feel like the right thing. So I better make a big decision really quickly before time runs out and I have no options. There is no reason ever to make a big decision. It is meant to be choiceless. If you are imposing a lack of opportunity or a lack of time in your experience, you are limiting yourself. Fear equals fewer options. When you're holding yourself in fear, you're not allowing the very energy and light that is here guiding you in every moment to that which would be choiceless for you. It may not be choiceless in this moment. That means you don't make a decision. Might not be choiceless in this moment either. That means it's not time to make a decision. Let the next perfect step come to you. Show up and see how you feel. Your job is to be present. Stillness is the access point to acceleration. If you want to draw to you the energy and the light that will guide you, if you want the next perfect step to come to you, you've got to find your power in this moment. Come into the present moment in your power. Remember, stillness is the access point to acceleration. Your soul, your higher self, the angels, the guides, your counsel here, they all know who you are and where you are in the easiest, most effortless path. And they also know what is being divinely orchestrated for you. Your soul is out ahead of you, orchestrating that which is in your highest and best good every moment. That next perfect step, if it hasn't presented itself, it's because things are being divinely orchestrated for you. If there's no option that feels like the choiceless option, it's because something greater is being orchestrated for you that you can't see or perceive through your limited human senses in this moment. But we assure you, when you start allowing things to be choiceless, it will only take one time. It will only take one time of shifting from trying to make a big decision to reconnecting with your joy in this moment, being present, allowing the next perfect step to come to you until the moment when it is just choiceless. You won't even realize you made a big decision. You won't even realize you made any decision at all. It was just absolutely choiceless. You will be already moving in the direction of several steps down the path before you realize that it was just choiceless. If you don't know where to start, don't impose limitation or lack on your reality by saying, I don't know where to start. The fact that you are even perceiving a new journey presenting itself to you is the very proof that you're already well along the way. In this moment, what would bring you joy? In this moment, what would bring you joy? What would be fun? What do you want to create? What do you love? What lights you up? Do that. And the next perfect step will come to you. You might be trying to make a big decision about your business. And you stop, you take some deep breaths, and you say, I'm going to allow this to be choiceless. What do you do next? Ask yourself, what could I do right now that would bring me joy? And maybe you didn't even realize you were hungry, but all of a sudden the thought comes to mind that you're going to go down to your favorite little bakery or deli down the street and have some lunch. Or you think, I'm going to go for a walk. That would bring me joy. And all of a sudden at the coffee shop or the deli, you overhear a conversation that inspires your next perfect step. You meet someone that you never would have met trying to sit in your office and make a big decision. You're taking a walk out in nature, and all of a sudden, higher wisdom flows to you, intuition comes to you, and inspiration appears. And now, with great passion and excitement, you know what the next perfect step is. What can I do right now that would bring me joy? Go do that thing. And if you're one who's saying to us, well, I'd love to go do what brings me joy in this moment, or what I would really like to do, but I have to go pick up my kids from school right now. I can't go do the thing that brings me joy. Pick up your kids from school, having already aligned every cell in your body to the highest level of joy. Be the very essence of joy when your child comes running to the car. Be in such joy within yourself that no matter what their day was like, all of a sudden, they're lighthearted and laughing and happy. And now you're both talking about all the things that you're joyful about and happy about. This is the power you have.
Beautiful. Well, here's a question. Talk about the gender issues, the related transgender issues, and what is a higher perspective to hold with regard to the choices and the expressions, the LGBTQ and more that we see popping up everywhere.
Everything is love. You could give us an example of someone who is in terrible grief because their spouse or their child or their loved one or their beloved pet has transitioned. And we would say, what's under that grief? Why do you feel that grief? Because you loved, because you love that person, because you love that animal. Underneath all of this is self-love and acceptance. You are here exploring all the potentials and possibilities. So one might come forth into this human experience expressing originally in a male or female form and feel the desire to express in a different form or gender. At the core of all of this is acceptance. It is some of the most highly evolved beings in all of the universe who have chosen to come forth into the human experience at this time and be, quote unquote, different. They are here to embody acceptance. They are here on their own journeys to greater levels of self-love, to expand love and self-love and acceptance. And when you love and accept yourself, everyone around you in your experience will reflect that love and acceptance back to you. Nothing has gone wrong here. Again, it's about coming into a higher level of consciousness. Even a parent that says, I'm just so distraught because my son that I gave birth to now wants to become a woman. And I'm fearful for that. People aren't going to accept them. People are going to judge them and maybe be hurtful to them. And this parent says, oh, I don't want that for my child. I just want them to stay in the security or safety of what that parent thinks is right for them. But that is that own parent's fear. And we understand. We truly do. But if you focus on the love that you truly have, and if you accept them, you will show that child that love and acceptance is possible. Not just from you, but from everyone. And most importantly, that child remembers the acceptance and love that is the truth of who they are. You understand?
Yes. And speaking of spiritual giants who come here to show us different ways, there's a question: can an autistic child learn to awaken and live a normal, quote unquote, normal life?
Well, how do you know that they're not normal? How do you know that you're the normal one and they are somehow the abnormal one? We assure you, autistic people or children are of the highest vibrations. They are highly vibrational beings that came forth to do it their way in their own experience. They did not come here to conform in the norm. They came as highly vibrational beings to experience more that was possible here. There is absolutely nothing wrong with them. And as things like light language and more high vibrational information and wisdom comes into your experience, you will start to see that many of these autistic children respond to high vibrational wisdom, words, frequencies, music, these types of things, even colors or creativity, in a very highly evolved way. We wouldn't look upon their experience and say, oh, that's so terrible, they'll never have a normal life. For any of you who know a Down syndrome's child or adult, they are of some of the most happiest people on your planet. They come forth to be the love that they are. And because they're quote unquote different, you don't even try to conform them into being what you call normal. You allow them to be who they are. You celebrate who they are. And oh, look how happy and loved they feel. The same is true with an autistic child or adult living in your world.
Wow. Many people have asked for assistance or guidance on moving through grief, often through the loss of a lifetime partner or a child or a broken heart in a relationship that didn't work out the way they wanted to. Grief. What can you share on coping and moving through grief?
We understand when you have lost a loved one, either the end of a relationship or as one makes their transition out of the physical into higher levels of consciousness, that you are perceiving through your physical senses the separation from them, the loss of them. But we assure you, whether they are in physical form or in higher dimensions of consciousness, you are never separate from them. The truth of all of you is that there is only love between you and the highest self of anyone. And that part of them is always available to you. Again, from the third dimension of separation, you believe in the illusion of death. We assure you absolutely nothing ever dies. It may change form, but the consciousness and the energy continues on into new forms or into higher levels of consciousness, not limited to the physical body. they are even more available to you. Now, we understand that you are used to perceiving the presence of your loved one through your physical senses, what you see, what you hear, what you taste, what you touch, what you smell. So it's very pleasing to your physical senses when they're in a body and you can touch them and look into their eyes and hear them respond to you. But as you begin to elevate your consciousness and your vibration and your awareness, you begin to perceive them as the consciousness that they are now, through your love for them. So when you're holding yourself in grief, it is one of the heaviest, densest human emotions. You are holding yourself in separation. The thought you are thinking, the thoughts you are thinking, the story you are telling yourself is affecting your emotions, which affects the way that you feel. If in this moment you are saying, I am so devastated, they are gone, I am grieving, this is terrible, I was wronged, it was too soon, this shouldn't have happened, whether it's grief or guilt, you are as far from them as you could possibly be, which is why grief feels so awful. You are holding yourself through the lowering of your vibration as far as you could possibly be from the truth of who they are and where they are, and the truth of who you are too. If in this moment you focused on the love, what do you most love about them? When was a moment that you loved them the most or felt the deepest love between you? What is one of the happiest moments you can remember? What did they look like that day? What were they wearing? Do you remember any sounds from where you were, or the smell around you? If you were to touch them right now, what do they feel like? Feel them all around you. Feel the love within you. And now feel their love surrounding you. They're right here, right now. And then ask them. Ask them to put their arm around you. Ask them to put both of their arms around you. Put your arms around yourself and feel their energy and their consciousness moving into your own arms as you hold yourself. Feel them with their arms wrapped around you. Feel the love they have for you. Ask them, what do you want me to know? Give me a message. You might hear all is well. I'm right here, darling. I'm always with you. You can transcend your grief in any moment by coming into the truth of who you are and who they are too, which is the love that you feel for them, that they feel for you, that is the truth of you.
Wow. Okay, everybody stick around. Just one or two more questions, and then we're going to have a guided meditation. The next question, how can humans live beyond 100 years of age? Now, how can they, or is it even possible? And if it's possible, what's the steps?
Well, first off, you have to perceive that it's possible. When you start to perceive that it's possible to live to be 100 and beyond, you start to draw to you everything you need to support your well-being to live to 100 years and beyond. And then, as some people do it, it becomes even more possible. You begin to perceive all the different people. You hear about them, you read about them, you see them on the news that are living to be 100 and beyond. Now, all of a sudden, it feels like just a normal part of the human experience to live 100 years and beyond. Awareness comes first. The awareness of something being possible, the awareness of exploring the possibility of something begins to allow you to perceive beyond where you have been able or what you have been able to perceive before. Because you are now perceiving beyond and more aware, you're drawing to you a different perspective of what's possible. Then you start to have experiences of these potentials and possibilities. And once you experience it, it becomes your truth. It becomes reality. If you know within you you're going to live to be 100 and beyond, you will. But no one leaves this planet one moment too soon or even by accident. It may not be of the human's choosing because you fear where you are going if one were to die or how you might die. But we assure you from the highest levels, your soul and your higher consciousness, when your journey is complete here, releases the density of the body, and you continue on journeying through higher levels of consciousness beyond physical form. Every single one of you hear this. None of you need to entangle with death or disease or decay in order to release the density of your body when it is time and continue on into higher dimensions of consciousness. What is truly possible for all of humankind is to live your lives absolutely fully until one moment you begin to come into the knowing that your journey in physical form is complete, and soon it will be time to release the density of the body. You would live even more fully and love even more fully in those remaining days or weeks or months or year, experiencing even more joy and more beauty until the moment that you know this is the time for your transition. You might find a very beautiful, special place in nature that you love, relaxing into the earth, feeling the earth beneath you, beauty all around you, the sunshine on your face, and in one breath, release the density of the body to continue on. For those of you who fully come into realization, you will barely even notice when you've made your transition because you are living so aligned to your own highest potential of peace and joy and love and harmony and well-being and beauty that you will barely notice the moment. Barely notice when you took that one breath and released the density of the body, because through realization, you go beyond the limitation and the density into pure love. And then your transition is just a continuation of this magnificent, beautiful adventure through consciousness.
Wow. And in a sentence or two, what is self-realization?
The realization of all that you are. That you are not just this physical body, but you are Source, God, the divine, here expressing as all that you are. Realization is to come into the oneness with all that is. It is the integration of every part of you. It is to realize the truth of you, realize the love that you are, realize the power you are, realize that you are the creator of your reality. Realize. We could have a whole nother conversation on going past manifestation and the law of attraction into the realization of that which you want to experience more of. Realization is the integration of every part of you to fully come into the truth of you and then live as the embodied, enlightened master that you are here on earth. Every single one of you.
Well, we've kind of had that conversation, and it's captured in this book, The Dream, the Journey, Eternity in God, available now, available today. Bonus gifts apply if you choose to be moved by spirit. Sara and the council, this has been astounding. Thank you so much. I know that we've got a guided meditation. Are you ready for that?
Indeed.
Then let's do it.
So if you are in a place that you feel comfortable doing so, we invite you to close your eyes or gently move your gaze to something that is pleasant to you. And take some deep breaths to your own count. There's nothing for you to do but listen to the sound of our voice. As you take some deep breaths, go from your head down into your heart, stepping down, stepping down, stepping down, until you come to the place of your heart. As you move into the space of your heart, a bright, beautiful light begins to shine within you, filling your entire heart with light. This light is you. This light is your power. This light is the part of you that is eternal, infinite, and all-knowing. And all of this light is here for you. You are this light. Allow the light to begin to shine from your heart so brightly that it shines up through the top of your head, reaching up above the clouds and the trees. The light from your heart shining up through the crown of your head, up to the tops of the trees and the clouds, up into the sky, up to the sun and the moon and the stars. Feel the light within your heart moving down through your spine, into your feet, into the ground beneath you. The light that you are moving down through the earth beneath your feet, through the roots of the trees and the crusts of the earth, down, 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 into the center of the earth beneath you. The bright, beautiful light that you are moving down into the earth beneath you. And now imagine the bright, beautiful light in your heart, filling the entire room that you are in, expanding into the entire building or home that you are in, reaching wider and wider, bright, beautiful light spreading farther and farther through your town, into your entire state and country, reaching wider and farther around every corner of this earth, until there is nowhere that you are not, high above in the heavens, down below into the earth, expanding across the horizon around this entire beautiful earth is you and your bright, beautiful light, expanding into every corner of the universe, expanding into every corner of this universe, until there is nowhere that you are not, the bright, beautiful light that is you. And your very heart is the center of all the universe. All of the universe is in you, and you are within it. Every particle of infinite creation illuminated by the light that is you. Every particle of infinite creation is responding to you, illuminated by you, here within you. As you allow your light to shine in every corner of this universe, Now imagine all of that light moving back, coming back, coming back into your heart, into your body, into your being, into every cell of your body, where it will always be, where it has always been. Feel all of your power here in this moment. The light that you are, the bright, beautiful light that is the truth of you. Come back into this moment. Feel yourself resting comfortably on this chair. Feel your hands and your feet. Feel your face and your cheek. Feel all of you here present now. And so it is. We have enjoyed this conversation with you all so very much. We are always with you. We are always available to you. We love you. We love you. We love you. And with that, we are complete.
Well, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back, Sara. That was magnificent. Well done. How do you feel?
Oh, I feel amazing. Thank you. I hope you all enjoyed that so much. The love that I could feel from the council for all of you was just amazing. So thank you. And Mike, I love you. I have enjoyed every moment of our amazing and magical journey together. And it's just been an absolute dream come true for me to create this book with you and the council. And I truly hope you all enjoy it as much as we do.
Yes, well, love to you, Sara, to the Hay House team, my team.
Thank you to the Hay House team and our teams.
There's a link on the bottom of everyone's page. This is such an elixir, such a tonic, such an inspiration. If you enjoyed today, I know you will love this book. We are celebrating its release, and thank you for riding along with us, all 30,000+ of you. May you all live happily ever after, as we know you will. You were born deserving.
Absolutely, and worthy. So good. Bye, everybody. Thank you.